been a while since I looked at a normal gays video. This video is featuring Misha Petrov, which I don't really know much about her besides the fact that she's lesbian. But I do know that she's part of a list of the quote-unquote alt-right according to Reddit, which, if it's according to Reddit, then that means it's probably not true. But we're gonna look at the worst acronym ally on Instagram. Apparently, he's insufferable. As someone who is gay myself, I don't need other people to speak on behalf of me and what gives me the feels. So while we're getting into some more controversial whatnot, as per usual, I have to not this. I want to move this. I want to move this out of the way so that it doesn't take up too much room. So let's go ahead and see whether or not this guy really is an ally or whether or not he's just morally grandstanding.
I thought I knew what it meant to be non-binary. Turns out, not fully. Welcome to Being a Better Ally, a series for us to connect, ask questions, and learn together.
I don't have any questions.
Not an expert. I'm just curious and trying to do better. Gender diversity has existed for centuries.
He just said that throughout history, gender expression has been fluid, right?
Yeah.
But then he just said that gender expression is not the same as gender identity.
Oh, okay, so we've got double standards going on here. Technically, no, the concept of all of these, these concepts and stuff, they didn't really exist back then. They are mostly modern concepts, which is why I tend to have issues with them.
Hey guys, welcome back to Normal Gaze. I'm Brad Palumbo here with Clarkson Lawson and special guest Misha.
Yeah.
I keep messing it up.
Try it.
Petrov.
Petrov, okay.
Oh.
I cooked down.
Petrov.
Yeah. Yeah, they're Arctic.
Become a channel member if you haven't yet. We're about to play a really funny game with Misha that you're gonna want to see, but it's only for the men.
And of course, Clarkson has a sweatshirt that just says normal on it.
So hit the join button or link in the description.
Normies.
Oh yeah.
Have a name for them.
Normies.
Normies.
We're not normal. Like.
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's what you guys are. You guys are the normal gays, and I'm Duck Duck Goose. Yes, that's exactly what I am, Rodi.
It's a joke, I guess.
Yeah.
She probably thinks we're so weird after spending the last half an hour
I'm
with
learning
us.
a lot.
I just noticed she's got very deep green eyes. Damn. No, those are a deep green.
Things you never wanted to learn.
No.
Things you don't want to hear your doctor say. I'm gonna speed run the surgery so I can get a high score.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about the worst group of woke people on the internet.
Oh no! After the South Park video, no, we're gonna see that.
Non-binary.
No, well, valid.
Oh no. Yeah.
But no, allies.
Allies, yes.
Oh, like straight white men.
Who are trying to be performative allies.
Yeah, I prefer the term moral grandstanders myself.
To get poot.
The term virtue signal is overused. Let's make moral grandstanding great again.
Hey.
Oh, I don't mind them that much.
Really? Okay.
Well, all right.
I guess it depends. I wouldn't call
So, what's up? Well, besides the struggle being up.
them the worst. I think non-binaries are the worst.
Oh lord. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
But some of them are,
Yeah.
are a little too much.
All right. Well, this guy is doing a whole series.
Well, I personally I'm not that big of a fan of that term. For me, it's too modern, which is why I've always referred to myself as genderless.
on Instagram called "How to Be a Better Ally."
At least from a psychological perspective.
I have to learn.
So do I, because apparently I'm not good enough for the DDR community.
So we're gonna get educated. Here is episode
Speaking of which, none of these three would be allowed to partake in the tournament.
3 of Being a Better Ally.
I thought I knew what it meant to be non-binary. Turns out, not fully. Welcome to Being a Better Ally, a series for us to connect, ask questions, and learn together. I'm not an expert. I'm just curious and trying to do better. Today we're learning what it means.
And it's always this weird sappy music that's the thing that gets me. It's like, yeah, sure, that doesn't make your point any more valid.
To be non-binary, a gender identity for people who don't exclusively identify as men or women, also known as the binary. What I hadn't fully grasped is that
Well, actually, I'm not gonna say it because
non-binary isn't just one thing. Some people feel between genders, some beyond gender, and some outside of the concept
Oh my god, Clarkson's face.
gender completely.
He's locked in, but he's also like very,
Because of this,
he looks very frustrated right now. And then Misha over here is looking very confused.
People use non-binary as an umbrella term, including identities like demigender, gender fluid, agender, and many more. Importantly,
And these are all just...
gender identity is not the same as gender expression. So a non-binary person
What?
doesn't have to look androgynous to prove their gender. They
I have no idea what he just said.
dress mask, femme, or however they like. As someone who's passionate about genderless fashion, this is something that
Is that even a thing? Like, I thought the term was unisex because Hank Hill was wondering why Bobby had what looked like a girl's backpack, and Bobby was all like, "It's a Louis Vuitton and it's unisex."
really hits home. The non-binary concept is also not new. From the Hydra in South Asia to the
Is that?
Mahu in native Hawaiian cultures, gender diversity has existed for centuries. Many use they-them pronouns, but others use he,
Wait, can
they,
you stop it
she,
for a second?
they,
No. Okay. No. We have to get the.
she, them.
He just said that throughout history, gender expression has been fluid, right?
Yeah.
But then he just said that gender expression is not the same as gender identity. But the metric he's using to say that in history gender expression has been fluid is the way you present gender. So it doesn't.
No, I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and it still doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh my god.
So you could be masculine, feminine presenting, but that doesn't matter. That's not what determines whether or not you're non-binary.
Yes.
But also biology is not what determines it.
So what does?
So
Exactly. That's the point.
what does?
Feelings.
But,
Nothing.
but it's on us to monitor our language.
Yeah, because Lord knows if you don't. No. I know the perfect video that accurately describes this, and it's a Sonic one too, so stay tuned.
Pronouns we use, and to educate ourselves to be better.
Also,
allies.
what does it mean to be in between genders or outside of genders?
Under genders or
Well, I understand the psychological aspect, but
over genders?
This video just really.
yeah. You're versed in psychology because of your career, but even you struggle to wrap your mind around themselves being genderless. But no gender. Like the way I describe it for myself is kind of like I remember thinking there are many times where I think to myself I don't necessarily I'm obviously a biological male, but I've never thought of myself as a quote-unquote man. I've always thought of myself as more of a boy for some reason. I don't exactly know what that makes me, but it certainly makes me unusual to say the least. But at least I'm willing to admit it.
Made me want to start saying slurs.
I want to pull him aside and I want to interview him. I want to say, hey, what does it mean to be in between genders?
Yeah.
And what is the difference of being in between a gender and being outside of gender?
I don't know.
He doesn't know he's not non-binary.
He's
an
gonna say,
ally.
oh, I don't know everything. I
Yeah.
just-
You think that third genders exist in some cultures, right? Yeah, I know that. It's like, it usually depends.
Be
How you
educated.
feel.
I do not subscribe
So
to this.
I'm having a very woke person on one of my debate panels
Oh, no.
tomorrow, actually. And this segment won't come out for a few days until after that, though. And we're going to talk about trans and non-binary issues. And I have some follow-up questions planned.
Okay, no. If I ever... Granted, I don't think I'd be good in a debate, not unless I have exactly the right information that I need, but I don't know if I'd have the patience to deal with these people.
About just like, what is non-binary? Explain it without using sexist stereotypes.
I'm going to use sexist stereotypes just because I said so you can't tell me what to do.
And I'm curious to see how she will be able to respond to that. Because I've yet to ever hear anyone articulate a version or definition of non-binary that isn't incomprehensibly in the contradictory gobbledygook or
Like, in my head, I understand what it is that they're going for. They don't feel quite male, but they don't feel quite female. They feel something else entirely. But whether or not you want to put a name on that, I don't know.
meaningless or deeply offensive.
I just feel like I am very open-minded to opposing arguments to a fault, actually. Because sometimes I feel like I don't know what I believe because I'm so open to it. But I have
But be careful about being too open-minded, otherwise they'll say that your brain falls out.
never heard anybody say any coherent argument.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
It
I've
doesn't
heard-
make any sense.
I've heard a lot of people try. but I've never heard a
Yeah.
single
Now, the first time I ever heard the term NB was in an interview with the creator of Steven Universe, Rebecca Sugar, saying that she was NB, but usually uses she, her. So it's like, then what's the point of even considering yourself as such?
It doesn't make any sense, and then it always just boils down to, actually, you know what? People like him are the worst. Quote.
Yeah.
Because non-binary people, they're clinically insane. But this guy is just lying.
He's pretending to believe it. He doesn't believe
Yeah.
any of the. He's trying to get woke, hot women to sleep.
Yeah.
That speaking of South Park, no, that's what happened in that one of PC Principal's first ever appearances. What was it? It was Clyde. No. It was he threatened to break Jimmy Valmer's legs, even though Jimmy Valmer has no use of his legs. And then who was it? Was it Stan? It was like, you're gonna break Jimmy's legs, PC Principal. Is that what you're gonna do, huh? And so he tries to get in good by going to their old college whatever. And then all of the frat boys there are only being like quote unquote woke. Back then it was simply just called being PC. They only wanted to do it just so that they could get laid.
And
Feeding into the
what his argument's gonna end up being is like, why do you care so much? It's like,
You just made like an essay, all your TikToks
Right.
about that.
because
Why
I
do you
care about
care?
the truth, I care about things making sense logically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, because then they'll call you a bigot if you
Yeah.
don't use the right pronouns. And
Just
you
let
don't-
people live their lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, and let people live their lives unless it threatens their jobs, because you don't refer to them correctly.
Hey, but like, can we all live our lives knowing, all agreeing the sky is blue?
I mean,
Or is
I'm
it
not-
allowed?
No, the sky is a shallow shade of cerulean. Thank you very much.
I don't think any of us are trying to make it illegal to call yourself
No,
non-binary.
do what you want, but I'm gonna judge you.
But yeah, you can't expect us to always use the right pronouns.
I mean, personally, I never judged anyone who considers themselves that way. Like, I knew someone who did consider themselves to be NB, even though I'm like, is it really that big of a deal?
Pronouns are to, study this. Because when a category or a definition, means everything, it's gonna mean nothing.
Yep.
And she ate, I fear.
Pretty much how, like, what was it? Yeah, pretty much how certain words, like certain buzzwords that people used to insult each other with, when it comes to being on different sides of the political spectrum, people overuse those types of words to the point to where they basically lost all meaning. Not exactly in between. It's kind of probably the correct is non-conformance to traditional roles, like refusing to behave to. So like being a tomboy or a tom girl is what you like. That's how I imagine what you're describing.
No, it's true. It's true. I mean,
Like that's how I've always imagined it. It's like you have boys, girls, tomboys, tom girls, and like all the stuff that's in between.
even it's the same thing with like.
Of course, these days nobody uses the term tom girl. They instead use femboy instead, which I'm like, can we go back to the old terminology?
And I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna attack the right a little bit because, like, when it comes to political discussion, the right will say things that are just blatantly untrue and pretend that they're fact, and that's part of the reason. And the left does it too a lot. But like the right has been doing it a lot on other things, and that's why like political discourse is so bad in this country. Like we have to have an agreed upon reality.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. And nobody wants to agree upon anything because it's not what our Lord and Savior, Hamas Diddy bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker, has preached to us.
We cannot just sit here and say random things are true, and then be like, oh, just tolerate that behavior. Like, no, that we need some form of social cohesion.
Yeah.
Why don't we base it in truth? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Great.
That's
Right.
right.
Because the truth is inconvenient for some people.
But
It's their truth. It's not the truth. Yeah.
a bit-
Yeah, that's how I've always imagined it. Just tomboy, tom girl, boy, girl, all into on all of that stuff. Is it? No, that's how I imagine. You either consider yourself one, the other, neither, both, or something in between. I'm just like, but we don't need all these. We don't need all these other terms to describe something that can be just yeah.
We're also going to learn. He's doing a whole series. It, like somehow keeps getting worse.
Is he
So-
getting a lot of thanks to this?
He's getting a decent amount, and a lot of
And how many though?
positive comments being like, "Oh, we need allies like this." Or like,
I don't need any allies. I'm my own ally, if anything.
Yes, king.
It's 15-year-olds.
Is it?
That's a cult. He tells himself that. That's a cult.
Well, who has the most time to be online?
That's a good question, babies. Apparently, Gen Beta is already up and coming, and they think that books require you to swipe them. Although I can't verify whether or not that's true. Because where I live, granted, I see iPad kids every now and then. A lot of the kids around where I live, they kind of just... I see them do a lot of typical kid stuff back when I was.
Lots of unemployed, non-binary.
Yeah.
Yes, they also lack employment,
I
too.
think that most online discourse is dictated by
I
teenagers.
disagree. I actually think everyone.
It's teens, young adults, millennials in particular. Basically, anyone millennial or younger.
Has too much time to be online.
And I don't mean everyone, I just mean a lot of those people that they're talking about tend to be millennials or younger.
I think everyone's spending
I
hours
think you
on
need to
their
spend some
devices.
time in regular America with people working 9 to 5s.
No shit, I mean, that's what I do. 9 to 5 represent.
Yeah, which you do so often.
No, I don't, which is why I have the opinion.
I know,
I
but people,
think our privilege bubble is.
people who work 9 to 5s
I agree.
still
Well,
spend hours on social media.
Well, not me. I don't really spend a lot of time on social media, like, at all. The most that I ever do is scroll through YouTube in order to find things to listen to. The fundamental issue with postmodernity. Because everyone is entitled to their opinions, but they morph into entitled to their truths. No, this is, what was it? 3rd grade English. 3rd grade English, we learned the difference between a fact and an opinion. That an fact is an objective truth, and that an opinion is subjective whatever. And yet I hear people talk about, oh, your opinion is wrong. But, yeah, but even the ultra-conservatives are, especially the Groypers, yeah. But, here, this might be a hot take. But there is no such thing as a correct opinion. An opinion cannot be correct. And that is something that I say with 90% conviction. And you hear people saying, yeah, well, your opinion is wrong because I said so, or because it's not the majority. And I'm like, I'm at the point to where I'm just like, I don't want to be one of those keep it to yourself kind of people, but low-key I kind of am. But here I am running my mouth, so I guess that would make me a hypocrite. But at least I'm willing to admit it, and I will seek to better myself.
that's true.
People who work 9 to 5s, many still find hours of time for social media. Outside of work or during.
Yeah, but maybe not hours of time to be fighting in comment sections like the non-binary.
Yeah, it's just let people be at that point. Don't force your beliefs onto other people. That's all I ask. I don't want to force my beliefs onto others. In fact, I know I might sound blunt. Like, I'm very matter-of-fact and to the point. That's just how I am. I've always been matter-of-fact and to the point. I don't like dancing around certain things. I like being straightforward. But even I sometimes have a hard time articulating what I want to say. You guys have witnessed that on stream when I'm trying to comment on something and I can't find the right words for it. So, yeah.
True, but that's just most people don't leave comments. Comments are like
I
fine.
don't think I've ever seen a bitch who
Yeah, I don't really leave comments at all.
9 to 5 who is also not binary.
Well, Starbucks doesn't do 9 to 5.
Well, the Starbucks is where you'll find some of those people.
It's like more.
That's true.
Yeah. That's the only time I'll use your pronouns is because I want my latte to come out right.
Well, then, yeah. Well, I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't know. The most that I would get at a Starbucks is the vanilla bean frappuccino, I think. They're so good.
Alright, let's be educated more.
A few days ago, I didn't even know
Did he change his hair color? I swear he was a brunette a moment ago.
what omnisexual was.
Oh, I've heard of this. My friend on the band bus would joke about this a few times.
Welcome to Being a Better Ally, a series for us to connect, ask
Yes, apparently it's different from a pansexual.
questions, and learn together. I'm not an expert, I'm just curious and trying to do better. Today we're learning what it means to be omnisexual.
It means to be attracted to all things, which hypothetically would include things that a lot of people say that you shouldn't be attracted to. I'm not going to explicitly say what those are, but you can probably guess by the tone of my voice. Very good idea to resist the postmodernity. Yes, definition. Yes, I always try. But even I am not perfect. Nobody's perfect, obviously. We all hear the same spiel over and over. But at the same time, it's like, I try to look for truth while also acknowledging potential leeway and room for doubt. As simple as that.
Or omni for short. Omnisexuality is a multisexual orientation where someone is attracted to people of
It helps a lot that I love languages. Aw, thanks. Yeah.
all genders, with
All.
omni being
Well, yeah, I know what omni means.
Latin for all or every. What makes it different from being
Okay, so it's specifically regarding all... Okay, then what makes it different from being pan, though?
pansexual is that pan people often experience attraction regardless of gender. But for omni people, gender can still play an important role in their attraction. So someone who's omni might be attracted to different genders in different ways, or have different preferences based on gender. It doesn't mean they're attracted to every individual. In the same way that straight people aren't attracted to every opposite gender person. Important.
This is the thing. You could just say that that's being bi if you let... I mean, granted... I don't necessarily want to say that, but...
Omnisexuality falls under the bi plus umbrella.
Bi
With
plus,
its
huh?
own distinct experience. It's not bi erasure, it's clarity. As an ally, respecting micro labels can help people
Micro labels. That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
describe their experiences more accurately, find community, and feel understood in a way that broader terms don't fully represent. If you're omni and up for it, we'd love to hear about your experience in your own words.
Oh my gosh, she looks so... Misha is so touched by this
And if you want to be a better
this alliance that he's trying to form.
ally, consider this an opportunity.
But it's also like the be a better ally thing comes from such a huge place of moral superiority.
Yeah, that's what it is. Moral grandstanding.
Kind of manipulative.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm
like
better
that.
than you, be better.
Yeah, nothing better than being told that
Listen to me because I am acting in a better way than you. Like
you might be all of the things that I'm talking about, but I know more about those things than you ever will.
We now have 3 terms that all mean the same thing.
They all-
Yeah, Pan and Omni are almost splitting hairs here. Micro label indeed. At least we got someone that gets it.
Pan and bi. It doesn't matter whether you're attracted because of the gender or despite of it.
I don't even know what's going on here.
You're still attracted to both genders.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, now I'm kind of glad I
It's
watched
only
this.
2.
Or just bi. It's like non-binary is with the gender, like the woke version, right?
Hmm.
And then the bisexuals, this is their version with sexuality, because then they have to keep elaborating. Oh well, it's omni,
Right.
it's this and that. It's just bi. Like this is all a subset. It's all.
I remember Metatron saying that by today's standards, Alexander the Great would be Pan. I mean,
You
yeah.
need like a flow chart at this point.
Since Alexander the Great had both male and female lovers.
I feel like people really don't have any sense of personal identity anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they have to label everything to figure out who they are, and it's kind of sad. Like they can't just be whatever your name is. Like
Right, that's the thing. It's like I remember watching some video about it. It's like, why do we about whether or not whether or not a certain YouTuber was a fuzzy because they happen to like canine characters. But it's like, do we have to put a label on everything?
okay, yeah, my name's Clark. I like this type of person. That's my type.
Yeah.
No, now it needs to be a huge umbrella term because I
No, you need to specifically be no. What would people describe me as? No, in all honesty, I say gay, but I'm gay for specific types of men, so I wonder. Well, I have a feeling I know an accurate term, but I'm not going to say it out loud because I'm not ready to reveal that. But at the same time, I've kind of revealed it in some older videos, but not to the extent that some others would.
I need a micro label.
I need a micro label so then I can
Yeah.
find other people who feel this way and then I can connect with them because it's like there's no sense of community in people's lives. There's no sense of identity. And like I guess they're just searching for it through social media algorithms and different keywords. I don't know. I'm over it.
Yeah, I don't know how it started. Like, I remember Shoe One Head making a video like a long time ago about it came from Tumblr. Let's just leave it at that.
They can't find a partner. Maybe that's the problem. It's already you're bi. You're bi, but that's not enough. So now you're like omni. So it's like every single person.
Maybe.
I don't understand.
I don't know,
I mean, I get it, but that doesn't mean I have to understand.
maybe it's just an attention thing.
Here's your attention you
I think
ordered.
a lot of it is that. It's like being bi isn't special.
Yeah.
But I'm pan. I'm omni.
Oh, I see where it's going.
I think being bi is special.
No, lots of people are bi.
Yeah.
There are more
Right.
bi.
Most people are probably bi.
There are more bi people than gay people by a lot.
Yeah.
Right. I can imagine. Actually, I was going to say something, but I was like, it might be a bit too personal.
Yeah, but also a lot of them lie.
They want to. Then that's the thing. There are some people that are by definition straight, but they want to be included so bad that they say, "Well, I'm not straight in a sexual sense, but I am in a romantic sense," and so they have to make a distinction just so that they can feel included, for a lack of a better term. Probably a Kinsey scale here. I have no idea what the Kinsey scale is.
Yes.
Men do. Women, I think there
Really?
are. My
it's
theory.
The opposite.
Oh no, my theory is there's lots of bi women.
I do remember hearing that the most sought after prawn that the most sought after prawn is lesbian prawn by straight women, which is a very interesting statistic.
Yeah.
And then there's very few bi men. Now there are some.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm
you said
saying.
men do lie.
Yeah,
Didn't you
because
say women lie about being bi?
I think many women lie.
some do, but what I'm saying is men often lie and say they're bi, but they're actually just gay, and they're like coming to
Oh,
I
okay.
for-
Oh,
yeah,
something
I'm
like
coming out
that.
as bi.
I mean, I tried to pass myself off as ace, but no dice.
Oh, I was thinking the bi women were actually just straight, but then they say they're bi.
Yes, that was my sister.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she literally came out. This is actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
She came out to us when she was in college, and my whole family was accepting, except for me.
Wait, your
Oh.
sister's bi?
No, but she
Stop.
came out as bi to us, and she was like, "I like girls too," and I'm like, I literally said,
You're the homophobic one.
I literally
Biphobic.
said, I guess that's fine, but I don't really believe you.
Oh Lord.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, how can you not believe me? That's so unbelievably offensive.
Yeah, you're saying that to a guy who is gay.
And then like a year later, she told me and my mom, yeah, he was right actually.
Oh no.
So she basically like made out with a girl a couple times.
And she just didn't enjoy it. A 7-point continuum. Classify sexual orientation based on experience, attraction, exclusive. Oh, well, I don't really know too much about that. Being varying let's just say, let me just say at least 6.9. I'll give it that. That's all I can say with absolute certainty. 6.9.
In college, and then claimed to be bi. She's watching this right now, so sorry, bitch. I'm reading you for filth. I don't care. Anyway, and then she's like went back to dating men and was like, yeah, wait, that was actually
Well, no, wait, no. Oh, wait, it's up to 6, so 5.9.
just a fade.
Whoops, sorry about that.
I was
When you said 7 point, I thought it was from 1 to 7 rather than 0 to 6, so
exploring and I'm not actually bi. And that's fine.
Many such cases.
many such cases.
Many such cases.
Yeah.
But that's why you don't just affirm. You don't have to reject someone. Like I didn't
Yeah.
beat her up and say,
And you're her brother. You could be like, well, are you sure?
that's my job is to invalidate.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I think a lot of guys are bisexual, but they're so deeply afraid of being labeled as gay.
It's not as accepted as
If you,
bi women.
yeah, like if you,
I think I've noticed that a few times with some of my friends. Like, there's this one friend of mine that mentioned wanting to not necessarily hook up with me, but he agreed that he would never do it anyway, which makes me wonder.
think about the culture of men specifically, so much of it is centered around not being perceived as feminine.
Yeah,
Like,
masculinity.
yeah, like everything
Personally, I've never been too worried about that, but at the same time, it's like,
about being masculine now, it's a very insecure version of it. Is
It's
like,
like domination over
yeah,
women.
like don't call me gay. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
no, that's gay, bro. Like, you know,
Then it's
everyone-
also-
Purple Speedo, that's gay. Like, no, turn into Riley Freeman and call everything gay because, brother, you gay.
we're so afraid of being labeled as gay. It makes me think more of them are
Yeah.
bisexual.
But then
than
it
they
can be
are.
so homoerotic as
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, here, we're bringing Gilgamesh into this.
well at times.
Yeah.
Like frat hazing and other stuff.
Oh, yes, that shit too.
Most men have
You'd
had
be
the same
surprised.
experience too.
I don't.
No, even Boondocks has made mention of prison culture being very, very gay because, you know, don't drop the soap.
I don't believe that.
I do.
Most, as in more than 50%.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely don't believe that.
I don't think that's
We'll
true.
never know because they wouldn't be honest.
Yeah, they wouldn't tell
Sorry.
otherwise.
Yeah.
They'd become a
It could be that they might prefer, even if they were bi, they might just prefer being with a woman so that they could have a family or something like that.
conservative dictator, maybe.
Have you?
Oh, like that one guy who, yeah, what was it? Like that one Republican politician who would go in the men's bathroom and do a lot of hookup signals, so to speak.
Heard the Elijah Schaefer tea?
Allegedly.
No, not allegedly. Home wrecking. He's a
Oh, the home
psychopath.
wrecking isn't alleged.
I have no idea who this Elijah is, and I don't know if I want to.
But the gay stuff is.
That's gay. Near 4. You're probably around 4. Boyfriend might be 5. You can be attracted to girls, but you are gay. But those being very bi is a fun bonding experience. Yeah, I don't have any feelings for girls, or isn't really. I mean, there isn't really any girl that I've ever seen that I've ever felt for.
I've heard enough sources.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I've heard enough sources too, but I say alleged because I don't.
Sue me, bitch. Discovery would be fun.
That's true.
Anyway.
He's just sitting here like.
I'm learning.
Oh, no. I'm learning.
Guys, let us know what you think in the comments below.
I never know what to think about this stuff. It's so chaotic.
Anyway, and become a channel member. We're gonna play a really fun game after this, but only.
All right. Okay. Here, let's real quick. I wanted to look up that video that I mentioned. Wait. Because he doesn't have them. Yes, it's this one, this video in particular. I think do you watch any of these videos, Brett? I'd assume that you would. Oh, I spelt his name wrong. The H goes on the other side of the E.
I'm gonna be talking shit about you later.
But I want to
do it right. So why don't you tell me your pronouns? Unlike you
blue-haired liberals, I don't have pronouns.
What?
What?
Everybody has pronouns. I don't. You will refer to me only by my name, Shadow the Hedgehog.
But you just refer to yourself as me, which is a pronoun.
Well, at least he gets the concept.
Pronoun police! You said he, which is not Shadow the Hedgehog's preferred pronoun.
Shit, my bad.
DDR Discord server be like, yeah.